Hey guys, Just here. Today we're talking boats. You know what they say about boats, right? Bring out another 1,000. All right, guys. Well, this boat wasn't $1,000. It was certainly close to 1,000 in Canadian dollars. But you can't really put a price on this boat. As far as I'm concerned, it's been a lifesaver for me in the past. Like I said, we've had this boat on the channel many times. Unfortunately, I did have to purchase a brand new one. There was sort of a freak accident and the back rudder broke off. And yes, I probably could have fixed it. But you know, I am pretty busy with limited time, and this is a recovery boat. So I definitely want this thing to be bulletproof and rock solid when recovering my boat. So the best course of action for me was to just purchase a brand new one. And I am thankful that these are still in production. And I hope that, you know, ProBoat or Horizon Hobby never discontinues these boats, because they are definitely a great insurance policy for when running boats. So with that being said, this is sort of our leeway into our boat segment. And now we'll be able to run all sorts of boats. I just didn't want to run any of my boats without any means of recovery, because you definitely don't want to be out there swimming to recover your boat. So like I said, we did have this on the channel before. I just never had the chance to unbox it. That was kind of before I started the YouTube channel. So now I just figure it's a great opportunity to get the box opened up and have a look inside. All right, so before we open it, we'll just take a quick look at the box. So it shows here everything that's included. It's got a 700 size, oversized motor, which is water cooled. It's a brush boat. It's got a 2-in-1 40 amp ESC receiver, high torque servo, transmitter, as well as you can see here, it does come with the recovery. It's like a PVC pipe, and there's some foam on there so it won't damage your boat. Really cool. One thing I just noticed as well is you can actually run this boat on 3S. I didn't know that. I always ran it on 2S. I found it kind of slow. So we're going to try it on 3S today and see how it does. All right, so just looking in the box, I did hear something kind of banging around in there. This is open, not sure why. This must have fell out. So hopefully it's not damaged, but take this out. Nothing in that box, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead, just put the camera down, pull the boat out, and I'll show you guys everything included here. All right, so we got everything out there. It's kind of weird. So this was broken off, and one of these were broken off. They were in this bag, so I'm not sure if they broke off like during when they were packing it or what. Not a big deal. We can definitely glue those back on. My other one, these were all broken off anyways. You know, you're in the middle of a recovery and you're going to grab it, and they just kind of break off. So not a big deal. You can get those glued on. It does also come with this. I can go on the top here. I honestly never ran this on my other one. I just kind of like that kind of look like that. But that's up to you. There's lights there and LEDs. Probably won't run any of that. It does come with a wood stand, which is really nice. So we'll get that put together here in a moment, as well as your recovery stuff. And like I said, there is a 2-in-1. Not really sure if we'll keep this long term because not sure the range. We did have some range issues with the little one that came with the ProBoat Heatwave, so probably look at swapping this at some point. Now, just looking at the boat, one thing I noticed was the prop. So on my other one, it had a nice, beautiful brass prop. This one here, it's plastic spray painted gold. So I'm not sure when they changed that, but that's a little disappointing. Look here inside. So that's for your steering. Here is your servo. Look in here as well. So that's for your lights. pretty sure. Okay, that's for a water pickup, guys. You can run a little pump and squirt water out. I don't think I'll do that though. So I want to go ahead and get this stand and put together. So that's going to be kind of the next thing, because it's just getting scratched up here on the table. Just check the front. I never noticed these little anchors before. I'm not sure if my other one had that or not. Okay, well, let's get the stand put together, guys. All right, so it's a pretty simple little stand. You got kind of front and back, and then these just kind of fit in there. I did try and put it in. You can see it's kind of cracked there. It's pretty tight. So I'm gonna have to kind of use my hobby knife and shave down a tiny bit to get it in there, because with my patience, you can see it's already starting to crack. I just don't want to break the wood. So I'm just gonna file a tiny bit off of there, pop this together. I'll show you what it looks like together, and then I'm probably going to super glue it just so that we can use it for transport and stuff as well. All right, you can see I had to shave a tiny bit here, but I got that side in. And when you come over to this side, it does not fit in that hole. I don't know if it was where the wood got burned and there's too much buildup. So I just kind of shaved a little bit on the sides there, and we'll get that fit in. All right, so there it is. Pretty simple to put together. Like I said, you can use wood glue. I'm just going to use some super glue and just kind of seal this area here. All right, so once you get that all done, they give you these little felt strips. You just kind of peel the backing, and then what we'll do is just set that on there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, so we got it looking proper on the stand there now. I'm just going to show you guys how the recovery system works. So basically, you can see this here. You want to just loosen that with your finger. This just slides in. And basically, you just put that right into the middle. That, tighten this up. And then these just kind of, you can, depending on your boat size, you either want to do it this way or this way. We'll do it this way. Now, these just basically slide on, guys, and I've lost one before, like they can slide off. So what I might actually do is drill a hole through here, maybe just get like a cotter pin, so once I'm recovering, I can put that on there, or something that I can slip on to prevent these from kind of moving all over the place. So we'll just go over the other side, do the same thing. This one's a bit looser, so you definitely don't want that to slide off, right? And basically, this is what you use to scoop up your boat. So I am a little concerned on how loose that is. If you're in choppy water, that might come off. I mean, you could even put a little piece of duct tape or something around there just so that it won't come off. But, so take this off. I'll just show you a little trick that I do as well when I'm transporting my boats. These together like this, and I have like a Velcro flexible strap that I got from the dollar store. And what I'm going to do is just wrap that around this so that it's all one unit, and I'm not going to leave that behind or forget it in the car. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to put some batteries in here. You got to provide your own batteries, guys. And we're going to go take this out to the lake. All right, so I'm having a little trouble with my 3S batteries right now, but I'm just going to throw this 2S 5,000 milliamp battery in. They do give you some Velcro and stuff you can put on there. I'm not sure if this is going to be the battery for this boat, so I'm just going to kind of stick it in there like that. All right, I'm going to get this hooked up, and we'll give it a quick bench test. All right, here we go. First try. It's definitely not as loud with the plastic prop. I wonder if it's the same amount of weight. Still feels pretty heavy. I just don't know if they put the same amount of ball bearing weights in this as before or not, but hopefully that's going to be enough power. So I think what I'll do is I'll get our ProBoat heat wave out, and we'll take that out for a little rip as well. And if we're lucky, maybe we can do a recovery. All right, so we got the side lights, the green and the red plugged in. And what's really cool, guys, is you just click this button here. I don't know what channel it is, channel 3 probably. So you can turn the lights on and off. It's very cool. Like I said, there is the yellow thing that goes on there. I'm gonna run it without that though. So we might have to get some more spotlights or something hooked up on this for recoveries. All right, so like I said, we got our heat wave out. I'm really excited to run this. I haven't run it since last year. We're gonna run this on 4S with 100C 2S batteries. And like I said before, I got the telemetry hooked up with this here so we can monitor the battery life. Pretty cool, guys. So I think we're all ready to go. It's a beautiful day outside, so let's go find a good spot at the lake. All right, guys, so we just pulled up to a lake where I frequent. It's kind of in the middle of the city. Unfortunately, I do have to share the lake with everybody. Just looking around here, we've got some kayakers getting out of their car. We've got a homeless guy kind of sleeping there. We've got a swimmer. We've got some ducks, and we've got a fisherman down there. So basically, yeah, I mean, it's about 1:45 in the afternoon right now. I thought it wouldn't be so busy, but we're gonna go down and check another part of the lake. All right, guys, so we're down another part of the lake. It is a lot windier here. Hopefully it's not coming in the camera too much. There's a breeze coming right off the lake here. It is providing a little bit of a chop as well. It's about 20 degrees Celsius, partly cloudy. It's not a bad day at all. You'll never get all the conditions perfect for boating, I find. There's always something, whether it's a fisherman, a swimmer, or the weather. So I think this might provide us a pretty good test for the old tugboat. Put it in some chop, see how it can perform. All right, for the first little test here, guys, we're gonna keep it kind of close to shore just in case. So we got power, it's steering pretty good. You can see that chop there. It is moving pretty good with the plastic prop on there, I must say. I really wish my 3S batteries were able to charge, because I think this would be a lot funner on 3S, that's for sure. But it cuts through those waves, no problem. See if I can zoom in here. All right, so I got no hand on the throttle right now. I'm just kind of letting it bob out there. And the weight distribution seems pretty good. It kind of handles its own out there. It would be really cool to have like a winch anchor. You can like anchor it down, the winch. If you want to just park it out there. Usually what I do when I'm running my fast boats, I usually just leave the tugboat on, kind of park it off to the side. And that way it's there and ready if I need it for a recovery. All right, so this boat is equipped with a reverse as well. So let's just put it in reverse and see how that works. All right, so we know it drives pretty good. So now we're gonna rescue something. It is, like I said, it's a pretty windy day out here. There is a bit of a chop. So most likely our heat wave is probably gonna flip. So I'm going to go ahead and get the recovery rigged up on this. Alright guys, I got it all hooked up and ready for recovery. The Heatwave 24 is pretty small, so you can see I have the arms pushed all the way in. I might spray paint the white to like fluorescent orange or something, just so it's a little bit more visible from the water. And normally I would kind of have the boat off to the side while I'm running the other boat. It's just where this current is really bringing everything into shore. I just don't want the boat getting scratched up. But you can see there's these really cool scale tires on there that kind of helps it from scratching up on rocks and stuff. So I might just try and park it right in this little cove. And yeah, we'll get the Heatwave out. Alright guys, absolutely love this boat. I know I showed this before. It's got the slide-in battery trays that just click in there. These just stay put, so you just plug that in. No hassles there or anything. It's just a really great design, and I really love this boat. And this is only going to be my second time actually driving it, so I'm really excited to take it out again here. Alright, so we'll just check our battery level. There we go, you can see. I don't have full battery, so it will be a quick run. We'll just give the rudder a test. Alright, I'm going to get the hatch on, guys. We'll get this in the water. Alright, and I really should get some boat tape for this. There's about a 99% chance this boat's going to flip, so I'm going to make sure these are really tight. Alright, so I just got the boat in the water, and I got no throttle for some reason. Alright guys, so I think I got it. I think it was just my trim on here was set, so you know, sometimes I use a book bag, I throw these in there, but you should always check your trim levels and everything before getting out on the water, that's for sure. So let's try this one more time. Something seems to be going on here. Alright. Alright, so it looks like the rudder might have took a hit there, and it's a little bit loose. Normally I bring a toolkit with me. Today I didn't even bring one. So yeah, so always make sure you bring tools, guys, because stuff like this can happen when you get out on the water. So we're gonna just give it a run anyways, and see what happens here. Alright, so we gotta move quick because the wind's really moving it out. But yeah, the tugboat did a great job. Alright, so I'm going to get this shut off right away. There's tons of water in there, as you guys can see. So there is a little drain plug here. I'm just going to pull. Well guys, just a lesson learned. It's the first boat run of the season for me. Always bring your tools with you. That rudder really was affecting the performance, especially with the chop and wind and everything. So we know for next time, we were able to do one recovery. That was kind of the whole point of this. And our tugboat's floating away. All right, guys. Well, not a bad first run. Even on 2S, I thought the boat did very well in a bit of a choppy water there. You know, it completed the task that it had to do, which was to recover the boat. And it was quite windy. I apologize about that, but there was chop, and even going against the chop and everything, it did it well. I would like to try it on 3S. We'll do that next time for sure. And let me know what you guys think about the new plastic prop. I couldn't find anything on their website or online about that at all. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how I feel about it. I think the performance might even be improved with the plastic prop, but let me know in the comments, the boat experts out there. But you know, I do kind of view this boat as a tool. It is a pretty cool little pond boat and stuff. Maybe I'll get my son out and let him drive it while I'm doing the fast boats, but this is a tool. So like I said, you know, got a couple little scratches on it and stuff, but it's definitely a great insurance policy for sure. If you're gonna run boats, you know, you definitely need one of these. But as always, guys, I will put a link in the description where you can purchase this. And I think I'll leave this one here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.